Oh, well, I hear it from talking with single colleagues, reading articles that dating is hard these days. Dating apps, of course, give you access to hundreds of single people all around you, but can make the process even more confusing. So I sat down with 3 Denver matchmakers for their advice on making a real connection.
A trend right now among singles is relation shopping.
Dating can feel a little like shopping, but with no buyer beware.
It's okay to kind of see what's out there, but the problem is they're spending a lot of time looking and they're not actually meeting anyone.
Young people in particular often get on one or more of the apps, but that can lead to more frustration. Enter modern matchmaking. It's a thriving industry in Denver. The 3 matchmakers I spoke with all take it a step further than the apps.
I've been known to go to random meetups where I know there could be good fit for a client. Like I went to an ultimate frisbee meetup. Not my thing, but my client's thing.
Abby Rosenblum started out as a wing woman for her own friends, but after managing their dating apps, she realized everyone can benefit from extra help.
I think a lot of people believe that, oh, the people who go to matchmakers are weird or can't meet someone on their own or they're socially awkward. But really the people who we end up working with and having the most fun with are the people who realize that having an expert help them with this is just so much easier.
Singles have also sought out help from Hope Reich with It's Just Lunch, a dating service that's been around for more than 30 years, long before smartphones.
What I think has changed culturally is that people are becoming less and less comfortable meeting people in person and being organic with people.
Hope's main advice is simple. You have to meet face to face, and not just on dates.
So I do tell singles, hey, when you are out, even if you're running to the grocery store, whatever you're doing, be looking out for your person. Because if you're looking at your phone, you could very well miss them. They could walk right by you.
Matchmaker Brandon Radar had a slightly different take on the importance of in-person meetups.
We have clients who live in different geographical locations, and so sometimes we're matching between states.
Clients who come to his company, C Factor Matchmaking, are busy professionals. His primary demographic is 35 to 55, and they're looking for quality over quantity.
I like to classify all of my clients as high caliber, meaning that they have primed themselves and done their work physically, mentally, emotionally, professionally, and fiscally to prime themselves for their ideal partner.
Brandon's background in behavioral psychology led him to take a somewhat scientific approach focused on long-term compatibility.
I've seen the pain and destruction it causes when people select the wrong partners.
Unfortunately, that still leaves a lot of questions for those who are in the dating pool. Is it just lunch? Or is it the most important decision you'll ever make? And is there any chance for spontaneity, love at first sight? What if the sparks aren't flying the first time, but you liked it, you thought they were a nice person?
Yes. Oh, Nicole, you would be surprised by how many clients are married through us, and I look back at their feedback from their original first date, and it was a maybe.
There you go. You got to give it a couple of dates at least. Signing up with a matchmaker will come with a fee, and that can range into the thousands of dollars. Depending on how much you're willing to spend to find that perfect person. And there's no perfect person out there, right?
You have to warm up to them.
But leaving that perfect person or not perfect person can also cost you thousands of
That's
dollars.
true. Maybe you save money in the long run if you do it with a matchmaker.
I do have friends that met through a dating app and are married now.
A lot of successful app stories,
It's a new way to go about it.
But it's weird. I'm sorry. Like looking at all, I don't know. I've never met that many people in my life, and you can look at all these single people on dating apps.
It's true,
and think that any one of them could be your person.
Well, I do that at I sit at a stoplight and I look at the cars next to me and I think, what is that guy's story? Or you could have ended up with that guy or that person.
Singing at the top of his lungs.
Well, if he was, he would be my match, my perfect match.
Maybe that's how they should be looking for dates.
That's true.
Stoplights.
In the car.